Great to have the Brazilian three-time world champion back in the mix. And he'll be up against one of the star rookies, or two of the star rookies, I should say, on the championship tour this year. The Australian Callum Robson in black and Samuel Pupo will be out there in the white jersey. But we've also got the Queen of Fun, Dimity Stoyle, with us before the call. Great to see you, Dimity. And Medina's loading up for something big. What's his first ride going to be like back in the jersey here on the championship tour? Chasing down big results in these last 5 events of the CT season. Just a nice combo. A certain level of restraint there. Yeah, just start loading up. He's got the big moves, Rich, but just didn't pull them out on this one.
No, and I feel like he's just taken the car for a bit of a run down the straight here. Just fanging down the line here. I think he was looking for something way down here. I thought the wave was going to slow up a bit for him. He eventually just got the closeout hanger at the end.
You know what we were sensing, Rich, just down there in the Red Bull athlete zone, just a slight edge to some of the competitors who will have to fight their way through. But here we go, Medina up again. Not going to juice too much out of that second wave. He had a 3 on the first.
And, well, Callum's just sort of emulating that success. Here we go, Gab's up and riding.
Well, Medina's just finding room to move out there, and he hasn't dropped a big score yet, and he's not going to do it on this wave either. But it's always a little bit of a concern for other competitors when you give Gabriel just that freedom on the inside. Eventually, he's going to start attacking. Well, have a look at this thing. Lining up, and who's in position? Looks like it might be Samuel Pupo swinging on this one. Late drop. And he's going to whip off the top. It's like maybe a bit of a nod to the Jerry Lopez spray here as he drives up into this section. Really pushing hard, getting some release in the tail, but just overcooking that move just a little. And he goes down. So priority's now going to be with Callum Robson.
See that little rip in the halfway through the wave? That must have just been tricky to navigate. But we haven't seen too much of Callum in his backhand, so this will be a really good test.
Well, here he goes. Let's see if he can put on a big number against Medina and Pupo here. Taking a bit of a high line. Good size wave. Needs to load up and throw some big turns. Just losing his edge. And he'll go down. So, again, we're, what, 22.5 minutes to go, and no one's got a decent score on the board.
That's so rad. And did that help you, like, just dial in your boards for over here?
Well, for sure. I think I just am used to like such powerful waves and going so fast down the line and just, you know, putting everything I have into the lip.
Medina scrambling to get into position here. And it looks like he's going to make a move for this one. So this is wave number 5. And he hasn't got a score over 3, but I think that's about to change as he finds a long barrel, sets up this inside now for some big turns. Big wrap rail carve, draws it right down into the bowl. And now starts to look for opportunities to hammer the lip. Gets that board up for the finishing float.
Streaks down the line, straight into the barrel. A great line. Then he got a little greedy, wanted some more. And almost a double barrel ride there. But this turn here holds that rail. I love that turn there. Just extended. Had to kind of double, triple pump off the bottom to get to the final 2 turns. But, geez, he put it together well.
He almost could have locked into that next section too, Dimity.
How hard was it as a surfer just to, you know, hold back and think, oh, I just want to get barreled the whole way? And you can see it here. He's thinking, oh, no, I got to rip into a few big turns here. And he did that.
That grab rail was something else, Rich, but he was kind of making up for driving around that barreling section. From the top, right through to the inside. Callum Robson on the backhand, bit of foam on the face here. He's over it. Just under 16 minutes to go.
Like a big celebration.
Well, here goes Medina, having a look at one on the inside, trying to get rid of that 3 now with just over 12 minutes to go. And the 3-time world champs just returned and put the pressure on immediately. Let's see if Sammy Pupo can get himself into this one, tucked in too deep. This wave just not open enough. Just under 12 minutes to go. Just 10 minutes remaining in the last heat of the opening round. The opening day of competition here at the Quiksilver Pro G-Land. Right now we're seeing Samuel Pupo streaking down the line. A lot of white water on the face though, making this wave a little difficult to surf, but he does very well to hang on to that final float.
So let's see what happened with Sammy Pupo here. Streaking down the line, a little bit of foam onto this one. Quick snap to start off. And he gets in the pig dog stance, tries to get a little cover up. And was always just sort of chasing this wave, trying to find that section. Not a bad hit to finish off.
Will easily be his best ride. Callum Robson doesn't have a lot to speak of at the moment, and that ride's not going to help either. Just under 10 minutes to go. Yeah, I think it's fair to say he's got a fantastic chance, especially with where he's sitting at the moment on the leaderboard. But here we go on the outside. Just over 5 minutes to go. Callum gets an opportunity. Nice hook off the top there. Another critical section, and he bashes it, but this wave is going to stretch out. It's going to get away from him. Slightly looking at this wave, he's going to let the boys scrap on the inside. And it's Sammy Pupo who's going to rip into this one. This wave's got a pretty good pace to it. A couple of nice whips off the top here for Samuel, as he now just looks for the big finish down the line. Climbs the roof, huge float, and has the speed to almost get around it again. Just over 3 minutes to go, though. He does need a big score, 7.31.
Gabby's could have got a decent 5, maybe even a 6 out of that ride that Sammy got as well. It looks like he's going to take off here with just the final 20 seconds.
Yeah, easy decision there. Just a couple of turns. Not much in it. 15 seconds to go. I didn't see too much set wave action on the outside there, and I don't think that Samuel Pupo and Callum Robson are going to get a chance to chase down those high-end 6-point rides.
There's so much more to give. There's more gears to find, and Gabby's just going to keep building, you'd have to think, as the contest rolls on. But doesn't look like he's missed a beat at all. The surfing's there. Smart competing through that whole heat. He constructed it all well. He was on the most waves, and he was on the best waves in that heat.